Infinite oneness, as described by Dr. Parker, comes from the perspective that the world is held together by the perfect organization and coordination of universal intelligence. And as an extension of that universal intelligence, we have the power to align in harmony and synergy with this source, allowing us to realize our mission and our destiny of success, health, and happiness. In this state, we have no fear of the future or worry of the past. We have full present time consciousness that we are exactly where we need to be at any given moment. We see purpose and meaning in everything that happens, good or bad. And when we connect with this infinite power, it allows us to see our omnipotent capabilities of being able to create the life and the success that we want. When we are connected to Source, we are allowed to come from a place of love and service. And then when looking at the diagram shared by Dr. Parker, it shows that universal intelligence sends universal power to our innate intelligence. And our innate intelligence is our inner mind or our inborn power that runs all the processes within our body. Our educated mind can be thought of as our conscious mind, that is responsible for reasoning and logic, so in essence, our prefrontal cortex. Our unconscious mind or instinctual mind can be thought of as our hypothalamus, and our educated mind is knowledge, while our innate mind is inner wisdom. Our educated mind is ability, so knowing facts, while our innate mind is capability, which is actually knowing what to do with those facts. And so thought takes place in our educated mind, action is carried out by our mind, and then feeling takes place in innate. So Dr. Parker described 3 possible levels of existence, and those were the physical plane, the mental plane, and the spiritual plane. And we can live in just one or all 3 of these planes. And if we are limited to only the physical plane, we are limited to only our educated mind. This mindset is only concerned with self and one's own ambition. So making money and looking out for oneself would be their primary affairs. But when a person starts to develop a desire or love to serve outside of themselves, that is when they can begin to move to the mental and spiritual planes. And one will enter into these planes to the same degree that they are willing to love and serve others. Love will carry educated mind to innate, and then innate attracts the naturally right people, places, events, things, situations to someone. And so in essence, this is the law of attraction, meaning that we have the ability to attract into our lives whatever we are focusing on. So meaning what we put out into the world is what we're going to get back. And the more one's philosophy incorporates service, the more educated mind will go to innate. And then looking at the line on the diagram connecting one person to another, that is the attraction value, meaning that our thoughts and our feelings will attract certain people. So in essence, our philosophy and our perspective will have an effect on how we present ourselves to the world, and that will therefore attract or not attract certain kinds of people. And then Dr. Parker, he also discussed how the flow of universal intelligence to our innate intelligence can be disrupted by interference. And he discussed the 2 different forms of interference, which are quantitative and qualitative. So quantitative interference takes place within our body. So for chiropractors, that would be specifically subluxations within our spine. And then qualitative interference takes place in our mind. So like a psychological block. And so when we have interferences, whether within our mind or our body, this causes innate intelligence not to be fully expressed. And so consequently, if there is no interference present, innate intelligence can be expressed at full 100% capacity, and that will also allow our body and our mind to run at 100% capacity as well. So, in summary, the concept of infinite oneness highlights the law of attraction and the power the power of our perspective through chiropractic terms. It is a perspective that highlights the importance of the way we think and how we feel having an important impact in both physical and non-physical ramifications within our lives.